Today we're doing a cozy winter meal prep for the week ahead. And I know, when you hear the words meal prep, you automatically think of this, or even this. But what if I tell you there's more of meal planning than just chicken, rice, and broccoli? What if you could make a variety of different meals using just a few ingredients that will provide you different flavors, warmth, and health for the full week in just 1 hour of prepping? My approach to meal prep is all about simplicity and flexibility. The secret is, instead of cooking a huge portion of food that you will get tired of, you do what I like to call a capsule meal planning. This means preparing a few ingredients that can easily be mixed and matched in different ways throughout the week with minimal effort. And with this formula, we will create 5 different winter warm meals. Each meal makes 2 servings, so that's 10 cozy meals altogether. These recipes are filled with anti-inflammatory ingredients to keep you nourished and grounded through the colder months, and seasonal ingredients because they are tastier, they last longer, and they are cheaper. Our groceries today costed around 26 euros, so that's under $30, which is super budget friendly for 10 meals. I've also created a printable guide for you with a full meal plan and prepping instructions. I'll tell you where to download it at the end of the video, and also disclosure the formula for not only making these recipes, but a whole bunch of different ones. So let's go ahead and start prepping. But first, why choose a capsule meal planning? Instead of buying tons of random ingredients, you focus on a smaller set of staples that work for multiple meals, which means fewer ingredients on your list. No more staring at the pantry trying to create a dinner idea from scratch every night. You simply mix and match the ingredients you've chosen for the week. And here's what I love. You're not locked into a rigid meal plan. If you suddenly feel like pasta instead of a salad, you can switch last minute without ordering in. Since you're only buying what you need and planning meals around leftover ingredients, you avoid those forgotten items that end up in the back of the fridge. And finally, capsule meal planning is also great for your budget. You naturally spend less without sacrificing variety. We got our groceries taken care of, and now we're gonna jump into prepping mode. Let's start by taking a look at what we brought from the grocery store. One package of spinach, 2 bell peppers, Brussels sprouts, 3 onions, 10 cloves of garlic, and ginger. For the mains, we got mushrooms, 1 firm tofu, pumpkin seeds, and pumpkin. This wasn't on purpose to get frozen, it was just because it was sold out. But I think at the end of the day, it was actually a good thing. Pumpkin is thick and heavy, so that would weigh on the bill as well. And also getting it chopped already is gonna reduce the prepping time a lot. Next, for the carbohydrates, we have 1 large round of sweet potato and a small one, rice, and bread. For the sauces, we have heavy coconut cream, agave syrup. You can definitely use maple syrup if you want, Dijon mustard, tahini, and you probably already have this at home, but soy sauce and cornstarch. And we're also using flavor intensifiers like olive oil, salt, black pepper, balsamic vinegar, thyme, bay leaves, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, paprika, curry, cumin, and broth. Most of these flavor intensifiers you probably already have at home, so just get the ones that are missing in your pantry. And now let's start preparing our ingredients. First, start by boiling 2 liters of hot water, of which 500 milliliters will be for the broth and the rest for boiling the potatoes. Then press the tofu with something heavy. And third, boil the sweet potatoes just for like 6 minutes. Then we're gonna start with the cutting, which is the part that will most likely take the most time depending on your chopping skills. Start by chopping the onions, the garlic, ginger, the mushrooms, the bell peppers, and the small sweet potato. Then remove the excess water from the tofu and also cut it into cubes and put it in a separate bowl with soy sauce. Also remove the big sweet potato and let it cool to then cut it in half. It doesn't have to be fully cooked yet, just enough to make it possible to cut in half. Make a hole on each side and store the remaining sweet potato together with the rest. Then put the spinach in a bowl with a pinch of salt and olive oil. And now we're gonna start with what takes longer. So we're going to preheat the oven at 190 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit. At the same time, cover an oven tray with kitchen paper and lay all the following ingredients there. 1 small sweet potato, 3 cups of Brussels sprouts, 1 cup of mushrooms, 1 garlic clove, half chopped onion, olive oil, salt and pepper, and mix everything well. Also add the half cut sweet potatoes on the side as well. Alright, so now we're gonna do the salad dressing. First, we're gonna need like a random container that you already have, like this is from an old sauce container, and then some sort of measurements. I have this 1 tablespoon measurement and 1/3 of a cup measurement. You can use whatever you have. I have this like set that I have at home. I will link them in the description in case you're interested, but you can use whatever you already have. So first, we're gonna need 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. And now we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of vinegar. I'm gonna use balsamic vinegar, but feel free to use apple cider vinegar if you prefer. Now we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of agave. Actually, I think I have like an old one, so I'm gonna end that one first. Always use what you already have first, okay? It's really at the end already. Okay. So 2 tablespoons of agave. You can always use maple syrup if you prefer. 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Now we are adding like 2 pieces of garlic. Gosh, this is good. Half teaspoon of thyme. And now we are adding a pinch of salt and a little bit of black pepper. Again, just a pinch. And that's it. Oh my God, this looks amazing. Smells really good as well. And now we're gonna close it and maybe shake. And here we have our salad dressing. If you've ever been to Portugal, you know that one thing that we like to do and do well is eat. Our dishes are quite delicious. And the secret to any delicious meal is the base, which is something that we call refogado. Let that be your Portuguese word of the day. Which is just olive oil. Investing in good olive oil is key to a tasty dish. Chopped onion and garlic. The order should be letting the oil heat a little, then pour the onion and let it cook until golden, and only then put the chopped garlic. If you put the onion and the garlic at the same time, the garlic will burn faster and ruin the flavor. If you do this as the starter of any food, it will automatically taste great, even for rice, spaghetti, or any type of proteins. Smells so good already. It's amazing. For this meal prep, I'm using 1.5 cups of rice for 3 cups of boiling water. But first, I'm rinsing the rice to wash it. Another thing I like doing to enhance the flavor is leaving the rice for 1 minute with the refogado before pouring down the water to start boiling. Then pour the boiling water, and if I'm feeling fancy, I like to add 1 bay leaf while it's still boiling. Then just stir once in a while so it doesn't stick. And there you have it, a delicious soft rice for the week. In my opinion, there are 2 ways of doing meal prepping. Both are correct, it's just a matter of preference. First, you can either be done now with your meal prep and you're good for today, but you do need to prepare each dish individually each day, which will take you around 10 to 15 minutes each to prepare. Or, and this is how I usually do it, I cook everything now, which will take me around 30 minutes, and the only thing I have to do each day is to reheat it in the microwave. I personally like this option better because no matter how my day went, no matter how late I got home, no matter how tired I am, it's literally just 2 minutes heat in the microwave. And I prefer this one because I never feel tempted to order in, and that saves me so much money. We don't want to spend 15 minutes cooking plus cleaning the kitchen. We just want to eat and rest. But I also know some people don't love the idea of a microwave. So just choose the option that you prefer the best. Either way, I'm gonna let you know 5 dishes you can create with these ingredients and how easy it is to prepare them. And at the end, I'm giving you the formula to create not only these recipes, but a whole bunch of different ones. By the way, am I the only one who makes tea while cooking, forgets that she has done the tea, and then has to reheat it all over again? Let me know. I'm gonna reheat this one. Who said salads are just for summer? For freshness, we should always eat the dishes that have fresh ingredients first. And in our case, will be this delicious warm salad. To prepare it, we're gonna use 1 cup of spinach for each salad. And then we're gonna add the roasted vegetables while they are still warm, which should be done by now in the oven. Then we add the salad dressing we made. And optionally, you can add a slice of toasted bread on the side. And there you have it, a warm, flavored, cozy salad for this winter. Next, we're preparing a delicious pumpkin soup. Get all the ingredients to make the refogado like I taught you before. Then we add 300 grams of pumpkin, half teaspoon of ginger, half teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 nutmeg, 1/4 paprika, and 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. Once everything is cooked, we add the broth and the bay leaf. Stir until well combined. Simmer on low for 10 minutes and remove the bay leaf. Use an immersion blender to blend the soup in the pot until smooth. Add the coconut heavy cream and maple syrup and stir again. Ladle the soup into bowls and top with a splash of coconut milk and pumpkin seeds with a piece of rustic bread. And that is it. Absolutely delicious. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I love Asian food in general. And I have a soft spot for Indian food, especially a good curry. So let's go ahead and make a delicious pumpkin curry. Instead of the refogado for this one, we're gonna use ginger instead of onion, which gives the oriental taste. Add the bell pepper and cook it for 4 to 5 minutes. Add all the spices, remaining pumpkin, half a cup of vegetable broth, and coconut milk. Stir to combine. Let it simmer on low heat for about 5 to 8 minutes until all the veggies are tender. And finally, add the spinach and let it simmer for a further 1 to 2 minutes, then turn off the heat. Taste and adjust the seasonings if necessary and serve with hot rice. And we're gonna make the last remaining dishes at the same time. On the left side, we're gonna prepare a sticky tofu, and on the right side, a warm mushroom filling for a stuffed potato. Start by preparing 2 skillets with olive oil, then fill the tofu bowl with 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and mix well. Use the remaining onion on the left dish and the half of the remaining garlic on the right dish. Add the mushrooms on the right, and once the onion is golden on the left side, add the final garlic. Join the last Brussels sprouts, add a pinch of black pepper, and let both cook. Add the remaining bell peppers and don't forget to stir both so they don't burn. Add salt and add the tofu ball to the left mixture. Lower the heat of both. Add a bit more soy sauce and agave and, if necessary, a splash of water to create a paste. Okay, so this one is basically done, the sticky tofu. And I really love this dish because it's super quick and easy and super healthy, and it doesn't use a lot of ingredients really, and oh my god, the flavor is amazing, the smell is amazing. I love this dish. And I guess I made a little bit too much of this. I think this could easily do like 4 meals, maybe 3 if I'm like super hungry. Either way, I'm not complaining. I love this dish. Really good. Okay, we're gonna put this one to the side and finish our last dish. Add the remaining spinach and finally the remaining cream. Stuff the sweet potato with the spinach and mushroom cream, and voila! And that is it. 5 dishes, 10 delicious meals, cooked in 1.5 hours under $30. And as promised, here's a formula for not only making these dishes, but infinite recipes. Tag me anywhere if you use this formula to create your own recipes, as I would love to know what this creative community comes up with. Feel free to go back in this video and take notes, but if you enjoyed this video and you want to support my channel, I've created a PDF that you can find in the description that contains a shopping list, the instructions of each dish, the ingredient preparation, the order and the timing of each dish for optimal time organization, and the nutritional value of each dish. I really hope that this video was helpful and I will make your week feel lighter, less stressful, and with a lot more health and flavor. If you want more tips and ideas on how to enjoy your winter to the fullest, make sure to watch this playlist I made for you, and I will see you on episode 3 of this winter series for more cozy, intentional, and simple living. As always, don't forget to stay kind to yourself and to others, and I will see you on this video next. Damn it, I forgot to tea again.